Guys, we have almost 10 times the amount of field space we originally started with. I mean, we even took out an entire forest to build a brand new field. But we're not even close to being done there. Today, we're going to see if we can make our farm even bigger and wrap our field almost around the pond, and then see if we can make the most amount of money we've ever made in 1 year. Of course, to get started, I always need to fill up the equipment with fuel. The Ford's pretty good, actually, by comparison. It handles going through fuel a little bit better than, well, that Ford there is absolutely ridiculous. How on earth am I going through 500 liters of fuel an hour? What? So like I said, guys, this field has got to go, well, close to the pond. I mean, we knocked the forest down on the far side. We're just going to go up down this road. There's kind of a spot here where I don't know if they had a barn or they had a shed or what it was. There's something that's just kind of, well, straight ahead of us down here. And we're going to build the field kind of out far that direction, and then we'll wrap it back around and then make it kind of go down that pond area. It's just going to be another hayfield for now. I mean, this is going to be our bread and butter, of course. We need to make as much hay, well, it's going to be silage, as we possibly can. So this is effectively probably about the same size as the forest field that we knocked down kind of across the pond there. These fields are going to be very similar in size. Now, how does that compare to the big field? Well, maybe about half this. If you combine both of these new fields we've created, it's about half the size of the giant field. So, you know, we're getting just shy of 400 bales off the giant field. Now maybe we can push up towards 700-ish bales. We'll see how we get. But I mean, after a year, guys, we're going to have so many bales off this. We just need to get through this, get this planted, and then we'll go from there. But we've got quite a bit of plowing up to do today, and then we're going to plant this right away so that we can hopefully get this growing and get working these fields and get harvesting these fields as soon as we possibly can. Of course, we could never get done an entire field without having to fill up at least once. At least once. Hey man, save something for somebody else, seriously.
Man, you wouldn't believe what they charge for fuel out here.
Just finishing up the stragglers on this this field, guys. All right, things look good here. We're gonna go by. It's time to do a little bit of extra field work, and we're gonna see if we can maximize our yield. We gotta throw some lime down, of course, maybe some fertilizer as well. Be good to go. Of course, that makes an excuse for me to bring out the big boy with the big spreader. Man, I need to find more reasons to use this thing. Unfortunately, right now, currently, we're just using it for, well, lime and fertilizer, which is fine. It just would be nice to have other uses, but we do need it for this because the amount we need to toss down is kind of ridiculous, and this just kind of saves me so much time. So much time is saved by using this bad boy. Just wish we had more uses for it, but maybe once we expand this farm, we'll see. Anyways, this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how much we got out of this. Didn't even take me that long to get her done. Let's head back out and we'll see. It's guys, I think it's planting time. I think we should be pretty much ready. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted to take the John Deere and pull this little case planter with it, but I'm pretty sure some would make fun of me. I mean, a little overcompensation going on there, right? If we were to use that. So we're using the Ford once again. The Ford Steady Eddie, the old Ford tractor, guys. This thing will handle it just fine. It makes relatively easy work of it, and it's probably cheaper in fuel, I would only assume, right? I mean, it's about a tractor that's what, an eighth the size of a big John Deere. So yeah, you got to think it's saving me some money on fuel. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I'm sure I could whip this planter around. I wouldn't even know it was there if I was using the John Deere, let's be honest. But whatever, we're getting her done. We're using our old iron, get this field wrapped up. And I think, guys, for now, we're probably pretty good. There's not much else we can do for the time being other than, you know, making sure our equipment's in decent order as far as we can with this old farm right now. I mean, we do have the money, of course. We have some money. I'm going to be spending some cash before we get to harvest, though. I just think that money is going to be set aside for the time being. We've already bought some equipment. We're going to be buying some more. I'm just giving you a heads up right now. We're going to be buying some more equipment, that's for sure. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be coming forward, just so you're aware. So I'll put this stuff away, and I will catch you guys later on in a couple months. And when it's time to, well, get some hay, get some silage cutting. Let's go. I warned you that I was going to buy some new equipment, guys. I warned you. That's right, we got a John Deere swather, a self-propelled swather. It should make life a little bit better than what we were doing before with the pull behind. I feel like this could be a good step. I think it's going to be a positive move forward for us. This is a W280 John Deere swather. It's got the bigger motor, of course, so yeah, it's good. Should work through our fields pretty well. We'll get Gertie to run the farm all along with the rake. I'm not sure we're going to need this yet, but And then on top of that, we've got Gertie back here with the silage wrapper along with the Ford tractor. So yeah, it should be a fairly seamless operation. We'll see if we need the rake. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need this rake. I was worried that the swather would spread out the droppings a little bit too far, the rake or the row. Unfortunately, or fortunately I should say, I don't think I'm going to need to rake it up. So Gertie, you know what, you can go back in the Ford and we'll let Matilda, she can pound sand.
Take off, you hoser. You take off, you numb. Okay.
All right, I think we're all set up. We got Gertie set up on the Ford with the baler. We'll jump in the new swather and we'll give her a go. We'll see how we make do. Like I said, this should make life a little bit easier. I mean, the actual width of the swather on this by comparison to the pull behind is nothing. Like, it's exactly the same, to be perfectly honest. I think it's what, 3 meters, 3.5 meters, 3.4, something like that. Anyways, it is identical. We're not getting a lot of gains there, but it will be a little bit easier to get around the field with this thing rather than using the pull behind, of course, and then bringing out the farm all. And yeah, it's just one less step. And then, of course, with the bale wrapper behind us, guys, with the Vicon, the prototype Vicon with the super bale wrap feature, which we updated. I don't know if I told you guys about that, but anyways, it's got a slight update and it wraps bales a little bit easier than the Kubota did that we had. We just, you know, I serviced it and got a super good upgrade. I'll show you guys that a bit later on. Anyways, things are going to be a little bit smoother going forward. I mean, we've got a lot of fields, guys. We have a lot of grass to go through and wrap here. I mean, you guys get it. Let me try the Ford. I want to try the wrapper here. Let's take a look. We can let Gertie go ahead with us. She can take care of the self-propelled swather, and we'll do the baling. I haven't had a chance to do much baling for a while, so we'll just follow behind and do some baling. We'll check out this new wrapper and see how she works. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, see, it's pretty amazing. Like I said, this is going to make my life a little bit easier, get a little bit more speed out of this thing. And we'll get a few more bales wrapped in a little less time because, guys, I got a lot of bales to wrap. Seriously, a lot of freaking bales to wrap. Keep going, pump them out. Perfect. Yeah, it looks pretty good, guys. This system is about 10 times better than what we were doing beforehand. I have to admit, so far. I mean, I know we're just on our first headland technically here, but this is making my life just so much simpler than what we had running before. Yeah, I'm loving this. See how many more passes we can get through. We'll see how many bales we get off this big field. Like I said, we were just shy of 500, I believe it was. Just shy of 500, 475 or something like that last time. We'll see. Last little bit of this field to get, guys. I wanted to take control of this because, quite honestly, there's just too many obstacles. I just don't trust. Just trust Gertie right now. We'll take care of it. We'll finish off the last little bit of this field, and then we'll head over. But I'll take care of the end bits here just to make sure it gets done properly. I mean, when you're the best driver in farm sim, I mean, you've got to step in when it's required, right? Make sure you're dodging all the bales, and you got to help Gertie out every once in a while. I really don't want her to get stuck on everything once again. Not that that's ever happened at all recently. Not once. Not a single time.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, just wrapped up, and literally just wrapped up. Look at all the bales we got off this massive field. I mean, guys, it's just over 500. So we did manage to make a few more bales off this harvest rather than last time. Not too shabby, if I don't say so myself. Now, the other fields, guys, the new field we just created, it's not ready to go yet. It's still growing. We can't really harvest this one yet. And same goes with the forest field, the one we knocked down. It's not ready yet, so we're gonna have to wait till next year. But you know what we can do for now, guys? What we still can do, well, we can go jump on the Ford here, and we can go pick up some bales. We might as well move all these bales off of the field. Let's get going. I should probably clean the window in this thing, shouldn't I? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's just go around. We're gonna grab all these. We're gonna stack them all up back where the logging area was. We had the little area by the logging equipment. We're gonna stack all this up and prep it so that yeah, we'll be all stacked and ready to go. And we need to wait, of course, a year before we can sell all this stuff. So it'll definitely be silage by that point in time. But I got just a few bales to stack here. Just a few bales. We got enough space. I think I've got enough space for the amount of bales we're gonna get. We'll see if we can fill this whole area up with bales. But need to stack all these bad boys here. There's gonna be a few bales here. I don't think I need the logging equipment anytime soon. We're not gonna have any money for any of that quite yet. So we're gonna hold on to what we've got for the time being. And yeah, we'll see where we go, guys. I mean, financially, we're doing okay. but I want to see how much money we can make off this one harvest. One year of harvest, I should say. 1 year. Last couple bales got to go back in, and this will do it for, well, that one little harvest. It's our springtime one field harvest. Look at that. That's a lot of bales. Like I said, just over 500. We've got quite a few more harvests to do. I'll probably get 3 this year. I think we'll get through 3. Let me go fill this truck back up with fuel, and we'll prep all that up. But things are looking good, guys. Things are looking good. All right, guys, a couple months has passed. We're into July, and all of our fields are once again ready to harvest. You can see all the grass back there. Actually, that's good. So it's going to be the same deal as before. We've got the self-propelled swather, of course. We've got the Ford. Get Gertie to run the Ford with the bale wrapper, and we'll just go through. Well, we're getting all the fields today. Now, I didn't refertilize the big field, so I'm expecting to get a little less off that. We'll see what we get for the bales off the new fields, though. That's going to be something brand new. So I spent the morning doing the big field. We're refueling everything right now. I've already got everything wrapped here. I just did it all because, well, you guys have seen it. You don't need to see it again, right? But we're going to dive into, well, the new field we just made. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Pond field? They're all going to be pond fields. I can't call it that. Anyways, we're going to dive into this field here, the newest field of our farm. We're going to get through this one first. Got Gertie in tow. She's good at this. She's got it figured out now. We're just flying through these fields. I'm sure it'll be fine. This one here, another good sized field though, guys. I'm assuming another 150, maybe 200. No, it's gonna be about 150, I bet. Anyways, we didn't get the same amount. We were just once again under 500 bales on the big field, guys. So it definitely did affect us, the fact we didn't fertilize. But yeah, it's still fine. Saved us a bit of money for not fertilizing, I guess. And we still did pretty good. But this field here, this one was fertilized, so I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll have to do some experimenting. It looks like I'm just looking at the distance between bales, and it feels like they're further apart. So I don't think this field still needs some work. I think we can do better on this field, guys. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Time will tell. But yeah, there we go. 127 bales, I think it was. 127 bales. But let's move over. We're gonna go over to the forest field now. Same thing. Let's go dive into that guy. It's a little bit of a trek to get in here, but once we're in, the field's fairly flat. Everything's pretty flat around here. That's kind of the good sign. And this is the same as before, guys. We're just going to grab all of the grass we possibly can, and we'll see how many bales we get off this. This one is almost identical in size. I don't have the exact acreages sizes. The land size, I don't know. I don't have the exact area size, but it's very similar in size to the other one. So I'm expecting about 100 bales off this bad boy here as well. And 96 bales. Not bad. All right. Like I said, we could probably do better, I think, if we picked up all this regular grass here, but not bad, guys. I'm still pretty happy with that. So you do the math, we can get well over 700 bales if we take care of everything, right? Yeah, definitely could get over 700 bales off these fields. But we still need to go pick them all up. So that's going to take a hot minute. Yep. A lot of bales. We've got a lot of bales to pick up. We're getting there though. You guys look at the. I'm going to take it easy because as we get close to this, you never really know what's going to happen to the frame rate. It does have a bit of a struggle at times as we get close to the bales. Now keep going, please. Okay, good. Please don't crash. Please don't. I'm figuratively and computer related. Please don't crash. I'm just trying to figure out if I drove into all these bales, what exactly would happen. I'm a little bit. I kind of want to do it, and I really don't. If that makes any sense. Anyways, I got a bunch more bales to go pick up here, so we're looking pretty good, guys. One harvest. I bet you we're gonna get one more harvest this year. I mean, it's only July. October, we should have another harvest. Yeah, so there you go. That's what it looks like. I don't know how many bales are here, but quite a few. So I'll see you guys in October. We'll reharvest this all again, and guys, I have no idea how many bales I'm gonna get out of this. See you guys in October. Holy, there's gonna be a lot of bales. All right, so we're into October. We've harvested everything. We're picking up the last amount of bales. Wasn't gonna make you guys suffer through all that baling, but we've got one bale left down here and a half dozen, little 10 more bales over here. This is the last load of bales we're picking up, guys. But once again, very similar numbers to last season. I should have kept a count. I should have kept a running count of how many bales we got off this whole thing, but I totally spaced it, and now the numbers are all fudged. So just know that we're getting roughly 750 per harvest, 725, something like that. And we got two harvests of that, and then one harvest of over 500 on top of it. So you do the math, guys. That's like what, almost 2,500 bales ish, little something like that, a little over. Not Not bad. That's quite a few bales. Wait, my math is wrong there. It's closer to 2,000. Closer to 2,000. Regardless, whatever. It's a lot of freaking bales. It's just I'm getting way more bales than I have frames right now. We get close to the stack. And I love how it's almost worked out that it like evens itself out here. Look at this. Like I almost couldn't ask for a better amount. It's like it's a perfect amount. And so it's only October, of course. The last harvest here will turn into silage before January, when we got to sell all this stuff off at maximum profits, of course. But there's a lot of so yeah, 2,000 bales ish. Oh boy, come on, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Come on, please don't. There we go. Just get away from the bales. Step away from the bales, Klutch. Step away from the bales. This is going to be a killer profit. The amount of silage bales we have here, guys, this is kind of ridiculous. This is so good. I think this has got to be the most amount of bales I've ever made in 1 year. 1 year? Yeah, I think it's got to be. It's pretty darn close. There's a lot of freaking bales here. Man, yeah, so I'm thinking we have a little over 2,000. 2,000 currently sitting here. We're going to see if we can maximize this maybe next year. Maybe we'll do even more. But for now, I think this is my new record. It got to be close, at least. It's got to be really close. We're going to need more storage area, I guess. That's our next problem. How do we store this from going forward? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Of course, we might as well fill the truck up once again before we do all this. It never seems to end, guys. This never ends, I swear. I spend more time filling this truck up than I do pretty much anything else. Anyways, we're gonna wait until January, so we'll get into that and we'll see if this is a new record for us. Can we make more money than we've ever made before in 1 year? That's a lot of bales. That is a lot of freaking bales. Time will tell. We'll see you guys in January. All right, so we've got currently $450,000 in the old bank account. Let's just see what we get from these bales, guys. It's January. It is time to make some profits on this farm. And yeah, the $10 million farm, the new $10 million farm, we'll see. Like I said, we've been living pretty lean. I think it's time. It might be time to really start expanding some stuff. I think we still need some upgrades on some equipment, but this is definitely going to allow us to do it. The question really isn't if we have money. It's going to be, is this going to be a new record for us in 1 year? Like I said, we started with about $450,000 this year. Where are we going to end off? Last load to the bale, you could say $4.2 million in the old bank account. 4.2 million, guys. That's ridiculous how much money we've made. I mean, I've made a bunch, so many trips. I don't even know how many trips we've made. You could do the math if you really want to that, what, 30 bales a pop? Yeah, anyways, a lot of freaking trips. This poor old Ford. We need to find a better way of doing this is one thing as well. I've got an idea for that, I think. But this is going to be our last trip here. This is the last load of bales we'll be making this year. Let's go sell this off and see what our final count is. Yeah, it's a pretty profitable load every single time we come here. I mean, I'd be happy with one of these about 2 years ago. One load was like game changing for us, and we're at 4.3 mil. So what is that? $3.7 million harvest? 3.7 million in 1 year? Yeah, I can't believe we made that much in 1 year. That is ridiculous amounts of money. So going forward, we're going to have to definitely make some changes now that we have the money to do it. Expand, upgrade. You guys know the plan. We'll see if we can get her done going forward, but I think that's going to do it for us today here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed us make this ridiculous amount of money. Drop a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around the channel. And guys, if you haven't seen the last time we did a ridiculous bale challenge, maybe go check out our Western Wild series. I'll post that there. And if there's a new video in this one, there'll be a card for that one as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Klutch. Over and out.